Hello, my name is Condi, and welcome to the July 2018 edition of Screaming O University. Screaming O got its start back in 2005. Offering body-safe products is our #1 priority. Since 2015, we've been using a US-based, FDA-accredited laboratory to verify the composition of materials and ensure an absence of any toxic substances on our finished products. We are happy to report that all materials have passed with flying colors, so you can be assured that Screaming O products are of high quality and safe for you and your customers. The first items we ever launched were all disposable vibrating cock rings. Within a few years, we expanded our line to offer reusable products, and in the beginning of 2017, we launched charged, rechargeable products. Our charged line was built from the ground up and features a safer rechargeable battery, a 2-year limited warranty, and simple hassle-free charging. In this video, I will be giving you tips and tricks on how to sell and when to recommend our best sellers as well as our newest releases. In case you aren't familiar, our bestseller list represents just 30% of our product line and about 75% of our overall sales. We update it every 6 months to keep it fresh, and this is an excellent tool for any retailers who want to make sure they offer their consumers all of our tried and true bestsellers. The very first product we ever launched is a disposable vibrating cock ring, which they decided to call Screaming O. I guess they couldn't think of another name, so they just named it after the company. What's really neat about that, though, is that it branded the company. So I'm sure you've noticed that consumers will come in asking for the rabbit, and you probably have a wall of them from 50 different manufacturers, and some of them are even dolphins and butterflies these days. Customers will also come in and ask for Screaming O. They probably mean this little ring, but it's the perfect time to take them over to your Screaming O section in your store and show them the whole variety of products that we now offer. This is the very first product we ever launched, but it still continues to be on our bestsellers list. It is a disposable vibrating cock ring, but as you can see, it is extremely stretchy, so it has just about no constriction whatsoever, which is what makes it a great gateway toy. So if somebody comes in, they've never really tried anything like this before, they don't know if they like vibration, they're worried about it being too difficult to use, this is a perfect thing to offer up. Now, it is disposable, but not necessarily one-time use, because there is an on-off switch, and you can get a good solid 35 minutes of vibrations from the toy. So depending on how often, how long you're using it, say you use it 10 minutes a session, you can get about 3 to 4 uses out of this toy. We do also offer it in a color pop version. So if you have younger-minded consumers and they really like the brighter colored things, you could also offer them the color pop version. It's the same motor, same everything else, just brighter colors. The 2.0 is an excellent option for somebody who maybe they've tried that original Screaming O and they come in and they say, okay, I really enjoyed the feeling of vibration. I like it disposable. I also loved the fact that there was little or no constriction. Do you have another option for me? The 2.0 is a great one. So as you can see, extremely stretchy ring again. Now this could be used a couple of different ways. Say 35 minutes isn't quite long enough, you'd like it to last a little longer, you could use this like a revolver. So you would turn this motor on, 35 minutes of vibrations, flip, 35 more minutes of vibrations, hopefully 70 minutes is enough. Or you can of course turn both motors on at the same time. Now that's my favorite way to use it. When you have both motors on, they create a sensation between each other. So he's gonna get all around vibration from the shaft and testicles. She's gonna get not only clitoral vibration, but labia vibration, which feels really great. We do also offer the 2.0 in a color pop version. So again, if you have customers that prefer bright colors, this is a really great option. Same motors, same soft parts, just different colors. Our Ringos have been out for over 10 years now. This is the original Ringo. It just keeps selling. We do have an entire family of Ringos, which I will be discussing today, but let's just get started with the basic. So that original Ringo, it's a donut style cock ring. the inner part of the core is wound tighter than the outer part of the core. So this actually wants to stay in its original position. Basically what that means is once you get it down onto the base of the shaft, it's gonna stay there for you and not shift around. They have a really nice stretch to them, so they are gonna be comfortable for most people. Now, a couple of years after we did launch the Ringo, I was talking to a store manager who said, you know, he has some customers who are very girthy or they just don't want as much constriction. So, you know, he was hoping for a larger version. And that's when we launched Ringo XL. So this one, same exact concept. It's just 20% larger than the original Ringo. You know, it is nice and stretchy. Again, it wants to stay in its original position, all that good stuff. These are great to sell side by side, especially if somebody doesn't know how much constriction they like, because they're very inexpensive and it does offer a couple of options. A third option would be our Ringo 2. So the Ringo 2, you could use this as just a single cock ring, but this one also has this split technology. So this is going to allow you to separate shaft and testicles. And if you're really in a pinch, you can actually use this as handcuffs. Not too bad for under $5, right? We do also have a kit, which is our Ringo 3-pack. This one comes in both clear and in black. I always like to open up the black ones because they are solid colored and they look a little tighter than the other ones just because you can't see through them. But as you can see, the smallest Ringo in the 3-pack is the same as the original Ringo. So nice stretch and feel to it. The middle ring in the Ringo 3-pack, this one's very firm. You're gonna have a lot of constriction from this one. And then the largest ring, again, you've got a nice loose feel. So this one's meant to go around shaft and testicles. Now I had someone in a training ask once, could you wear all three at the same time? Absolutely. If it feels good for you, go for it. Hopefully no one's knocking on your door like, you know, knock, 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 you're doing it wrong. It's like, go away, mom. Just kidding, just kidding. Now we did have customers saying they'd bought this 3-pack and they loved that thicker ring with the constriction and they asked if they could just buy that by itself. So we decided to launch Ringo Biggies. So Ringo Biggies, as you can see, about the same size, a little bit bigger. This one is a little bit squishier than the original one from the 3-pack and a little bit stretchier, but you are in general going to get that same feel from that. Our Dynamo Delay Spray is a lidocaine-based product that's helped to desensitize men. So this is fully registered with the FDA. When you get registered, they actually issue an NDC, a National Drug Code. We decided to put it on the box and put it on the bottle just so that we could give customers peace of mind. If they would like to go to the FDA website and check it out, they're very welcome to do so. Now, Dynamo Delay, I generally like to compare it apples to Stud 100 because it's usually something that people are very familiar with. It's been around for a long time. So Dynamo Delay is a 13% concentration of lidocaine. Stud 100 is 9.6%. A Dynamo Delay is 3/4 of an ounce bottle. Stud 100 is a 1/2 ounce bottle. Because of the stronger amount of concentration, it's going to actually have more sprays per bottle because what the FDA regulates is the amount that comes out per spray. So the maximum allowed amount is 10 milligrams. That is happening the same between both products. But ours is going to get about 270 sprays per bottle, and the Stud 100 is going to get about 120 sprays per bottle. So it's a much better value. Also, if it is a lidocaine-based product, this is just kind of a funny thing for me, it actually needs to have a child-proof bottle. So the Stud 100 bottle, you actually need a coin to open it. So I'm totally imagining you're all, bam, chicka, bam. Hey, do you have a nickel? Right? With the Dynamo Delay, you actually just push the button, twist the cap, and you're in. No change required. Jackets are a masturbation sleeve. Now, one thing I really like about them, they're in a foil, so customers can feel how squishy they are right through the packaging. This is the product itself, and it's extremely stretchy. So it's going to be very fun, comfortable, easy to use. They're priced so that they could be used once and tossed, but they're created to be very durable. So as you can see, my nails are not poking through them right here. So if a customer wanted to use them several times, it would also work very well for that. If they are going to use it several times, once they've used it the first time and give it a thorough washing, it is going to be a little tacky because they actually come with cornstarch on them. So you could just recommend to the customer to, use cornstarch from home, or if you wanted to sell them something, there are various powders out there from other manufacturers that you could sell along with this. These are also great to cross-sell over in your magic wand area because as you can see, you could flip it inside out and then you would have a textured magic wand head. So lots of options, great price point, jackets. Our Screaming O bullets, these have been out probably since just about the beginning of the company, within the first couple of years. This is our single speed bullet, and it does continue to be on our best sellers list. We do have some other options that I'm going to review with you today. So this is just your very typical kind of higher pitched single speed bullet. Really nice hack for this. So we have several other Screaming O products that actually carry our single speed bullet inside of them. And as you can see, it's in a blister card. So say a consumer comes in and asks for you to open this up and so they can see how strong it is, and you're like, because it will ruin the blister card packaging. That original Screaming O single speed bullet actually turns on inside of the foil. So you could turn it on, let them feel it, see how strong it is, turn it back off, and then they got to see how strong, and you didn't have to ruin any of the packaging, which is kind of cool. We do also have a low-pitched version of a single-speed bullet. This is our Voom bullet. So this one came out a couple of years ago. It's been selling really, really well. The primary difference is in the pitch. So I'll show you on the table here in a moment, but the reason why we started launching low-pitched bullets is we read a 2006 sexual health study that talked about how low-pitched vibration is more stimulating for women because it penetrates more. So if you think about it, the clitoris is like an iceberg. There's a little bit on the outside. There's a lot happening internally. So if you get more of that internal part vibrating, it's going to be more stimulating. Hopefully this sound quality will come through on here. But basically, this is the original bullet on a table. And this is the Voom bullet on a table. I think the sound, you can really tell. So also a great way if you have them in your store, you know how they always say to touch it to the tip of your nose? If you take that original bullet, touch it to the tip of your nose, it'll vibrate the tip of your nose. If you take the Voom bullet and touch it to the tip of your nose, it'll vibrate your whole face. So that kind of shows you very easily how great it penetrates. Now we do also have some multi-speed version of bullets. So we have our original Screaming O soft touch bullet. This has 4 functions. We've got low, medium, high, and pulse. And these do have that PU, the polyurethane coating, so they feel nice and soft. They feel great. We also do have a color pop version. So again, if you have those customers who like bright, shiny colors, the color pop version is a great one. This again, 4 functions, low, medium, high, pulse. And last but not least, we did launch that Voom bullet in a 4 function. So again, low, medium, high pulse. And this one also does have that polyurethane coating.